Hello everybody, this is TRN Plays back again after a long time, back for another review, and this will be the best review that I think will be on my channel. This review, we're doing a collab of two shows, Transformers and Voltron, Legendary Defenders to be precise, on Netflix. And who we're going to be reviewing? Well, it's pretty simple. On the Transformer side over here, we will be reviewing Motormaster and Menasor. The three cars over here is Wheeljack, Blue Streak, and Red Alert. And obviously Motormaster, and another Stunticon is Dragstrip. That will be our crew for this side. And over here, we have Voltron assembled in Voltron form, obviously. The yellow, red, blue, and green lions' weapons for their lion form. And obviously the sword and Voltron themselves in Voltron. This is the crew that we're going to be reviewing today. So over for Voltron, he comes apart into 5 lions. The red, green, yellow, blue, and black lions. I will be giving a short description of each lion as we review Voltron. And we will be reviewing over here on the Transformer side, Dragstrip, Red Alert, Motormaster, and Blue Streak over here, and Wheeljack over here. And these 4 cars that are sports cars over here do connect to Menasor as long as I manipulate a little bit, but since they are not made for the exoskeleton, they have to be modified in order to connect to the exoskeleton of Menasor. But any further ado, we will be reviewing first Voltron over here. Okay, so I deassembled Voltron and put them into the 5 colored lions. But first, before we get into the origin and history and what about the lions, I'm going to introduce an expert of the Voltron franchise. This is my girlfriend Kiri, everybody.
Hi.
And she will explain what each lion does and how they came to be and what they do and what pilots pilot them. The show's yours.
Okay. So these are the 5 lions. So the history of the lions. So for centuries, the Galler Empire has destroyed the universe, basically, enslaving other races, enslaving other planets. And the only known threat, the strongest threat against them is Voltron. Voltron's around 328 feet tall robot warrior. So you can imagine he's very, very, very big.
Very big.
The original Paladins, or the Voltron Force, at the crux of the war, with the destruction of planet Altea and King Alfor of Altea, he decided to separate the Voltron lions to protect it from falling into the evil Galra Emperor Zarkon's possessions. Unfortunately, Zarkon did still end up with the Black Lions Bayard. So basically, King Alfor bonded the 5 lions' energies to his daughter Alora's life force and sent them across the universe into different locations until the next generation of Paladins arrived. Princess Alora and her royal advisor Kuran and the Altean castle of the lions were hidden on the planet Aris along with the Black Lion. The Black Lion has its own compartment inside of the castle. The Black Lion also cannot be activated without the other 4 lions. So basically, while the Black Lion's sitting in the castle, it is useless without the other 4 lions. So let's start with each of the lions. Let's start with the black lion. So the black lion is one of the main components of Voltron. He is the torso of Voltron and the head. Whose current paladin is Keith. Shiro, the original paladin of Voltron, went missing during one of the seasons. So Keith has a very close bond with Shiro and was able to awaken the force of the black lion again and be the new paladin. And basically the paladin or the pilot can only be a person who is a natural leader, calm and collected in the face of danger. The black lion is one of the hardest lions to fly. The black lion also has lasers that eject from its mouth. If aimed correctly, then the lasers have the ability to blow the cannon clean through the Gauler ship. The tip of the tail can also be used to fire lasers with inferior firepower. So next we have the red lion. The red lion is one of the other components of Voltron, and it is Voltron's right arm. The current paladin is Lance, former paladin Keith, and Lance was chosen to take over after Keith decided to take over the black lion. The red lion is one of the fastest lions. It's capable of navigating through asteroid belts without a single collision. The red lion is very temperamental, making it difficult for its paladin to tame. Fun fact, Keith had to go onto a Gauler ship to obtain the red lion. So then we have the green lion. The green lion was hidden on a peaceful jungle planet on top of a temple that over time was grown by a large triangle of vines and that disguised its location, noted by Allura as possessing an inquisitive nature, thus its bond naturally with Pidge. Next we have, and the green lion has a shield on the back, and the shield on the back Pidge built for the green lion. Next we have the blue lion. The blue lion is the right leg of Voltron, and its latest paladin, Allura, and a former paladin, Lance. The blue lion was the first of the 5 lions to be found and reflected Lance's personality of hyper fun and loving. The blue lion is also the largest lion, but not as large as the black lion, or the red or the green, and the approximately around the same size as the yellow lion. However, it remains the longest range targeting lion. The blue lion was found on Earth at the camp base that Hunk, Keith, and Pidge were at, and they found it in a cave. Now we have the yellow lion. The yellow lion is the left leg of Voltron, and paladin is Hunk. The yellow lion is the second of the 5 lions to be found, and it reflects Hunk's personality of a large and armored attacker. The yellow lion is also a large lion like the blue lion. The yellow lion generally takes down its targets by body slamming or breaking off parts of the target.
And there you have it, everybody. Those are the 5 lions descriptions in short terms. I didn't want to keep it long, but it was there. Voltron itself is very interesting to me, and I really wanted to review it for this channel. Just because Voltron is by far power is its name, basically. It's very interesting what Voltron can do. What we will do, we will review all the lions individually. I will start with the black lion. Okay guys, so here is the black lion. He is the largest out of the other 4. And he's actually pretty hefty. I'm holding him now. He's actually really heavy to be. Accessories he comes with. The black lion necessarily that I got does not have any accessories. So, but he does have something down in his tummy over here. If we can open that up. So I'm pressing this button here, open this compartment. He has a little ship here the paladin would enter into with this ship. Also to exit the ship, I would imagine, if necessary. Oh. It's flying away just like in the shows, guys. Okay. So that'll go back. And articulation with the black lion. So his head will go up and down, obviously. It's a lion. The wings will go in and out, and also rotate due to Voltron transformation. So we put those back. Articulation for the legs. I'll just show them for these two. The other two are just the same. So it'll go back. It'll circle around that far and come back to that far. The leg will go back that far, forward that far, and then this foot can go back and forward that far. And can do pretty good motion with these legs. And they are ratchets on all lions. With this, back, forward to this far. This rotates for Voltron necessarily, but you can use it. This bends, this joint bends. Right here bends. And the foot bends. And that is the same way as of all the other legs on the black lion, and the tail goes up and down. And for the black lion, he's really big. I was surprised of how big this guy was when he came from shipping, and he's pretty hefty. I mean, you hold this guy, he's a pretty decent weight to him. So that is the black lion. Let's move on to the blue lion. Here we are with the blue lion. The blue lion is really light. I think this might be the lightest one compared to all the other four. Maybe the red lion might be lighter, but we'll see. Yeah, he is pretty light to me though. So, but his accessories, we will take off this, and that is his cannon from the show. In the show, I believe it was when it was first revealed, it was like a sort of sonic wave or something. I don't know. I'm not really, I'm not too deep into it as my girlfriend is, but if I got it wrong, I would have gotten it corrected. But it's, I'm just trying to clip that back in. But anyway, this thing does shoot. So if I press this button, it will shoot a bullet out. Make sure you don't lose these, because they, from my experience, I was little, I would never find stuff like this again. My Transformers used to have something like that too. It's just not clipping on for me today. I'm just gonna clip it on real quick, you guys, and we'll be back. Okay, we're good. And then we'll put this bullet back inside. You have to put him in a certain way so it can spring lock. And we'll just leave that off. But this is the blue lion. The blue lion's articulation is different. So head will slightly move left and right, up and down, very squeaky. The tail, full range of motion. Do whatever you want. The legs, I will only show these two because the other two are basically the same thing. So, basically a full 360 rotation, just stopped by this right here. The legs can bend in that far, can go out that far. This hinge can go back and forward that far. This foot can go up and down that far. This leg, up that far, back that far, this joint in that far, back that far, and the foot can do this. And that's basically the blue lion's articulation. And that is the blue lion. We will now switch to the red lion. Alrighty, so here we are with the red lion. The red lion is the fastest out of all the lions, obviously. Yeah, the red lion to me is heavier than that blue lion. I would safely say the blue lion is the lightest out of all of the other 4 lions as a figure form. But in the show, the blue lion is the second biggest, I believe, out of the 5 lions in total. So it would basically be black and then the blue lion out of scale. But this is the red lion. I like the red lion. I don't know, red's my favorite color next to blue, so I just like this. So, accessories. When they form Voltron, this is the sword that goes with the red lion, and he can grip it with his mouth. This is the same thing. This can come off, and this is the cannon. But if we put that back on, the thing can shoot. And it's very, very cool. I'm glad I have boxes up to not lose these things. But this one shoots a lot farther than the blue lion's cannon can, because it just has a lot more enclosure to have that spring load action in it to shoot. But I will take that off. And here is the red lion. Basically the same articulation as the blue lion, but without that little tiny swivel. But can rotate, but cannot go up and down. The legs can go back. Basically, I can safely say that it's a full 360. And this joint here, if you wanted to do something with that. The tail can move around, and this back, forward that far can do a pretty good range of rotation, and the foot can do that. Same thing with this one. Back that far, forward that far, and there you go. That is the red lion. The red lion to me is actually a really cool lion, and it is my girlfriend's favorite lion. So we will take this and we will move on to the green lion. Here we are with the majestic green lion. The green lion is basically the same mold out of the red lion. Same weight to him kind of the same weight. I'd say this lion is a little bit lighter. But same cannon here, can come on and off, and it can shoot. Shoots a bullet. But we will put that back in. And also another accessory, the shield that Pidge made for Voltron. Put that back. But basically the red lion's rotation is on with this green lion. So rotation here, mouth movement. Doesn't stay though because it's spring loaded to keep stuff in its mouth. But so basically the same range of motion here. That rotation there. Tail can move back and forth. Foot can go up and down. And same thing over here. He decided to shoot. But yeah. There's that one, you guys. And yeah, see, that can come off. That is the green lion. Well, last but not least, we will have the yellow lion. So here we are with the yellow lion. So the yellow lion, basically the same articulation as the blue lion, so the joints and everything are the same here. And this is his big cannon. So if we do this, he will shoot a disc out. These discs are really cool, but they do hurt if you get too close to them. They are actually this accessory here is the most firepower weapon I've seen with this set. So yeah, don't hurt yourself with that. So the yellow lion himself, go accept articulation there. This moves forward and backward, up and down, da 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 da. Same thing over here, limited over there, and that foot goes up and down, and the head goes up and down, and a little swivel, a little bit more than the blue lion. But there's the yellow lion. So that is all the lions with articulation and accessory wise. I'm gonna go back in order, but I will form Voltron and show you guys how that works. So I will do the black lion, the blue lion, the yellow lion, the green lion, and then the red lion. And I will show you how they get put together, and we will reveal Voltron when he's finished. So I will have all of this in one clip for you guys. So transforming the black lion, really easy, very straightforward. So open these hatches here, and these legs will fold into these compartments here. Close those and then rotate them all the way to this direction. So where you can see basically a better shoulder placement here. And then you want to straighten these legs out all the way out. Like literally all the way. So over here, basically straighten them out until you cannot straighten them out no more. Then the tail, it folds up just like that. And then you will want to form the head, so bring that down and then open that head piece up. And there you go, you have the chest piece already formed. We will go to the blue lion to form a leg. So the blue lion here, you will take this up, fold this up, then that'll make a stand up for the blue. Then you gotta force the tail in. This blue lion's tail is very, very different, so to speak, and it's hard to put in because something warped the tail, but just get it in there the best you can. And now fold the legs, put them down, do the same over here, just fold them. They basically work themselves. There you go. Now get these legs and make them kind of like a heel, basically a heel joint. And we will put that lion right there. Now we will move to the yellow lion, basically the same steps with him. So we will move her actually, move that head up, leave it, kind of move that out a bit so you can see the face. Then basically move these to make the heels, and then just fold in those legs and fold in the tail. But we all know these tails are hard to get into that compartment, so just force it in there. And there you go. We have legs. Really interesting legs. I gotta fix this real quick, give me a second. But there you go. That's a lot better. And it's actually supposed to be this way. Okay. So there's that. Now I'll show you how to attach them. So it's basic. Basically, so you have flaps in these lions here that will lock these feet, the black lion's feet into place. So basically just shove them in there. There you go. Those are legs. So now we will move on to the arms. Okay, so the red line here, pretty straightforward. You take this, take the port out basically, kind of like a combiner port for the Transformers. You put the tail in as always, fold those in and put them on a downward motion. Same thing over there. Fold that up. Then I want to flip it this way. Then you want to open up this cavity. This cavity will allow you to fold these legs basically in on themselves, and then you push them on a swivel joint. So I'll show it here. So you do that, you push them in. Basically you just pushing in everything into this compartment. It is rather difficult at times sometimes when they don't get arranged, but just work with it. There it goes. There you go. Then close that up. Then you have an arm. One arm's done, basically. And then we'll put that to the side. And then the green line, pretty straightforward again. Put those in. There you go. Pretty straightforward. And then you want that port out for combining. Then you want to take this up. The green line's kind of hard because the shield's on. You know what we'll do? We'll take that shield off for now. And then just do that same thing over here. Just fold in everything. Like you're folding a burrito into a bean. There you go. Beans. We got arm beans. And get the tail in. And put the shield back on. I can do it. Maybe. It's kind of hard. Okay. Okay, there it goes. It's actually supposed to go on this way. Okay. There's your arms. So now to connect him to Voltron. Again, this whole figure is straightforward. So if, let me get him to stand. Okay. Just gotta get him to stay. I will warn you guys very much. If you want to get this figure, please be careful of how you position him. Because he can't... He's heavy. He's just heavy in every way possible. But if we get the arms in... My camera's being goofy. Let's give it a minute, guys. But you can roughly see. So this port and the port on the side are very, very certain to port in. So you see that alignment? We got to align that with the arm and it will clip in as it should. So there is one arm. Got one. Now the other. Once I can find their sweet spot. There you go. There you go. Now you got all the lions formed. The accessories do not go on Voltron, let me tell you. If you've seen the show, he does not carry any of the lion's cannons or anything. So it's pretty straightforward. And then if you take this hand right here, and you take the red lion sword, you face it, you open the mouth, put that in like a loop, and it should close on it once you get it in, right? But basically, he holds that sword, and it looks really good. So let me get a different camera angle, and I will show you guys Voltron. So here we are. This is Voltron, the legendary defender, and I did forget to put these spikes up. So you basically fold them up. There you go. Now we have Voltron. Voltron here is very, very cool looking. I like how they did him, and I like how he's really accurate to his cartoon version. They did it really well. They did this figure really well. Don't comment on what price this guy is. This guy, we don't want to get into money. Hope you guys have a stable bank account to get this guy. That's all I'm gonna say. But articulation with Voltron, it's basically a Transformer car. But I will show you. Out that far, can basically do a 360 on the arm. Elbows, they don't bend that much. They don't bend a lot. Not really. Swivel at that bicep, and rotation at the lion's head, basically the hand. Basically on that other arm. And for the legs, we will do almost a 360 at the double jointed knee, and no ankle rock whatsoever, and thigh swivel. But other than that, that is basically all for his articulation. It's the best you can get with articulation. Something is big. I like the articulation. But could they have done better? Maybe. Articulation-wise, I could see improvement. Maybe they could have made a swivel joint here at the port, or maybe some ankle rock. I could see ankle rock with this guy, maybe. The wings, I love the wings. I love how they did the wings for this guy. They look really cool. But this guy is a really good figure, and reviewing him, I really like him. I like him as a whole. He's a really good figure, he's stable, and oh, I forgot one feature. If we find Switch, this guy, I can find his Switch. It's a weird Switch. I cannot find it sometimes. Somewhere. Basically, I'll try to find the Switch, but basically, this guy can turn on and talk. I think I turned it on. I don't know. Let's see if I... Yep. There we go. You can speak and talk and do whatever. But yeah, he comes with a little bit of voice lines on the Voltron part. When he's in lion form, he has a bit more. But basically, the electronic part of him, I swear they could have removed it and put a whole bunch of articulation in the figure itself. But they did really well with Voltron itself, and I really do like it. So, without further ado, this is a 2-part series. We can't forget our boy Menasor. But this is Voltron, and I love him to death. Let's get to Menasor. Alright, so here we are with Motormaster and his crew, called the Stunticons, the temporary Stunticons, due to the fact that I don't have the other 3 pieces because the other 3 pieces are not on Amazon yet. Amazon is usually the way I go for getting these Transformers. I am lucky I got him. He was actually pre-released, and I got him. And Dragstrip I just got out from work. I found him like, ooh, should I collect him? I'm gonna get him. So I got Dragstrip. So we have, again, Red Alert, Dragstrip, Motormaster, Wheeljack, and Booster as our team. So what I'm gonna do for them, I'm going to review Motormaster, then his crew, because Motormaster is a lot to get into. And then I'm going to get into the vehicle forms and all of these guys and everything else. So let's get into it and let's review Motormaster. Okay, so Motormaster here is a lot. This is literally all of his stuff plus upgrades and everything. So let's get into his accessories. So this is the upgraded Menasor sword. The actual sword is a lot smaller. It's like half this size. But I got this for him for Menasors. It's basically a big machete to him, but for Menasor is the actual Menasor sword. So I'm going to put this to the side. And we will get into the gun. He does not come with a gun. Well, it is, but it's in his trailer. But this is the actual G1 concept blaster. And it looks really nice. This can go on Menasor as well. And it looks really well done. I really like what they did with this blaster. But this is the blaster. And that's the blaster. So with Motormaster in his trailer is mainly for combining. This is the whole exoskeleton of Menasor, but I will separate it into pieces. So with the trailer, take this off. That's a piece. Sorry, Motormaster. Let's put you up and over here. I will take this, split it up halfway, and that's basically pieces. So there's those, and I keep dropping them because they're so slick, but I got upgrade height extenders for Menasor's combiner form. They extend his height to like 2 inches. But it's really good. So if we separate them into more pieces, this will separate. Well, this goes up, then this will separate, and this will just be, you do whatever you want with that piece basically. And this is basically his chest piece. So I will put that there. I will put those to the side, and these will split. And this will come out, and those will basically be his legs. And this, you flip that barrel out, and that's basically his gun. I like to do something really cool with this blaster. I'll show you guys when I form Menasor. We'll put that to the side. And these will split into half. These will basically be some arms. So basically you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pieces and one trailer for this guy. And I bought these separately, all the upgrades. But yeah, that's all of Menasor's parts. So we will get into Menasor. I'll transform him into his Chuck form, and then I will get him into his exoskeleton form, and then we could just review all the other little guys. So Motormaster here, oh my goodness, what this legacy had in line for us, I could not have imagined. They've blown him away. Like, look at all of this detail they did on him. Like his head sculpt, like just everything on him looks stellar, and I love the way they did this. Articulation, I couldn't ask for more. This goes out that far if you don't unhinge. Full 360 here at the shoulder. Hand rotation, bicep rotation, and 90-degree bend. I thought it was over. Same thing on this other arm, same thing. We all know. Headpiece does a full 360 but cannot look up and down or side to side due to how his head is. His head is a cube. So obviously it's not going to be more than that. So his knees, we will have ratchets and way well over 90 degrees. And we can do the splits with this guy. Torso articulation. And all with these lines now. Ankle rock. I love what they did to him, and just Motormaster himself takes the cake. He takes the cake. So I'm gonna move these blocks a little, and let's get into transformation. So transforming this guy is fairly simple. So transforming him, we will transform him into truck form. So take this, just get that out of the way, just lift it up. Trying to think, I haven't done this for a while, so okay. So take these back panels, open them up, open them up more, and you will want to take this and fold it in on itself. So basically you will get outside of the truck here. So there's that. Let's do the same thing over to this leg. Open this piece. Open the panel out of that piece. Rotate the foot. And you will have the outside configuration. So this side thing, the panel, just rotate it all the way around. Trying to get it to move. Getting this piece to move is very, 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 very difficult at times. But what you're trying to do, you're trying to get this panel to fold over. There you go. So there's that. Basically, you're making the side of his truck. His semi, I should say. So you want to do the same thing over here. Take his panel out. Then fold it into configuration. And there you go. Okay, had to get him out for a minute. So with his arms, we'll fold this and fold his hand in, and there you go. Do the same thing over. And now we will get this to fold over like that. So basically you're going to have him flip down like this, and you want to get, it's kind of hard to get everything into proper fit, but you can do it. You will want to then fold these backwards. The arms will go backwards on themselves. So basically you want to get them lined up with this here. Then you pin them to there. Basically looking like this. Do that to the other side. Pin it down, and there you go. You'll guess where these legs will go. So now, basically folding all of this down, you will get it clipped in and take that panel and take it over. It's kind of difficult because this guy is a panel former, kinda. But so we will, you just gotta find where his sweet spots are. Okay. Not like that, but so basically get this leg down over there, get that over, then you take this knee pad, take it up and flip it over, and forming half of his truck form pad. There you go. You'll basically know what it looks like already. So I'll do the same thing over, rinse and repeat. Get everything in. Get that knee joint out. Get that into place. Then you want to clip them together. Then take this piece, fold it over. And basically you want to peg these panels in to where his thighs are. Basically. But just working with it will be your main priority. So with the wheels, split them out. And just fixing some final edits without him dying. Ew. We will need to flip one of his legs around. So I did a done goof. So up there, you see how they're different? You're supposed to have it like that, not like that. So basically, do a flip around. And because these are interchangeable joints, just flip it back around and plug them in, and you should be able to have your top fairly flat. And if it's not, you did something wrong. But just getting everything configured. There you go. That, ladies and gentlemen, Motormaster in his truck form. From the camera, it'll look small. But to me, he is bigger than all the other semis. He's more compact. He's a lot more compact. If we had everything formed into his trailer form, it would just hook up to this hitch right here. So I'll show it to you. That hitch right there. That hitch will hook up to his trailer and basically have his trailer configuration. So, with Motormaster, he is the center of Menasor. So let's transform Motormaster into his combiner configuration. Into the exosuit. Basically a suit. I'll show you guys what I mean later in a minute. Alrighty, so here is Motormaster with all of his parts. So what we will do with Motormaster to get him into combiner configuration. So we will take the panels and open them up like this. Basically, you will de-transform him and basically just form him into his combiner portion. So what you will want to do, make sure his panels and everything are out of the way. And you want this, you want your back side, you want his back facing you. So what you will want to do then, you would want to keep everything how it is. Fold in the wheels that you have, and then just fold his feet back where they're supposed to go, and basically folding everything back until you hit a certain point. So yeah, we will actually fold that around. Basically what you guys will do, fold that knee joint back up. Actually no, keep that in. And what you guys will do, you will be folding his legs basically around him, making his suit configuration. So, if we do this right. Oh, right. So, what we need to do, we need to open up his panels, basically inner fold his joints in, then close it back up. Then where his arms are folded up, you're supposed to fold this into place. It's just very hard because, well, this is very difficult as it is. I may be doing it wrong, but it's fine. We'll work at it together. There's mostly chance though that I'm doing it wrong, but I believe, yeah. So with the arms, You don't want them fold down. You will want them to fold behind here. So his head's there. Fold this down. And you will want his hands to fold up and fold into a certain configuration like... Okay, so I did a little transforming by myself off camera, just so I could fix him. But so there's that configured. Basically fold the arms out from the chest cavity and da-da-da-da. What you want to do here, take Motormaster's head off, take Menasor's head up, fold that inside that cavity, and fold the horns up. Then you will have that. Now you will fold these and then fold this into here. Maybe it'll co-op. It's just hard to get that piece in. But you want to peg that leg to the side if it'll allow me to. There it goes. Then you want to take this, keep it up, put that in, basically then do the same thing to the other leg. And then basically redo that whole configuration over here. Fold in the leg to where it's shorter. And then do that. Put that panel piece on. Then fold that down. Then Menasor, his chest is complete. Then just fold these down. That'll be for the arms to go into. You will see why. But there's the center for Menasor. So now let's configure everything into place. So this is the chest piece. Ratchet those up, and we will apply the upgrades as we go. So that will go up, rotate around, then you will have this. What this will do, will plug into Motormaster. So basically, fold that down, plug him in like that, fold that in, then you got this piece. Those two leg extender pieces go in a certain way for combining. So basically, left is left, it will be your left. So you put those in to the right configurations. That one will go into this one. And there you go, you have this part complete. I will have him standing. Well, sitting. So there's that. Now, the leg pieces are very, very simple. Take that. Then you take the foot down. Then you do this. And you flip this up. And leg number one. Same thing with this. Open that. Fold that out. Fold that up. There you go. So now connecting the two legs, well, the legs onto Menasor. You will do this one and this one. And they just go in if you did the configuration right. There you go. He's very tall to the camera. So I'm going to readjust and we will be back. So there is that. Now we will take this arm piece, fold it out, and basically just fold these down, and we will fold this piece out. You don't want to form all the arm yet because this will integrate with drag strip. I will show you what I mean. Basically just do the same thing over here. I don't have the actual piece, but just the same thing. Just kind of have that out and just put that in case if you do have the piece for it. And if you do, please hit me up. I want to know. But basically fold in those panels too, just to make it look flush. And if it can't, it can't. But if it can, then go ahead. There you go. And this, I like using it as a wing piece. I don't know about you guys, because I still use pieces. But I basically put this on that tow hitch because it is made on that tow hitch. That's configured back here. So basically put that on there. And I guess you could fold these down to have them as jetpacks. But basically Menasor can have wings. But there's that configuration. This is the exoskeleton before all the pieces are assembled. So I will move him to the side. And I will review each and every figure that I will use. And let's get into it. Okay, so here we are with Drag Strip. Drag Strip is the official Stunticon here. He is really goodly designed in his pure yellow plastic. Goodness me. His articulation, 90-degree bend at the knee. He has ankle rock. He could do is the splits. Torso articulation. Shoulder rotation at the bicep. No hand articulation. And his head can go up and down that far. And left and right. Basic articulation for drag strip, but I like it. So let me get in closer for you guys, and let's do transformation. So transformation into vehicle form. Every part can transform into vehicle form and be used as the configuration for the arm. So plug the legs in together. And then you want to take this down, fold his head up. Then you want to take these out of there and fold these panels down and fold those wheels down. Rinse and repeat over on this other side. Make sure they are straight down so you can do that. Fold these flat and basically fold that whole first half together. Then over here, put that down there and do this and fold these legs into place and fold those feet up, and there you guys have it, an easy race car transformation. It was an easy transformation to transform into race car for drag strip. He is easy but very, very, very well put together. So that is drag strip. Let's move on to another guy. Blue Streak. Blue Streak is the one of the legs of Menasor that I'm using. You can use any figure as long as you have the right parts and you can form it. That's all. As long as you have peg and peg hold together, there you go. Basically. But so Blue Streak here, same articulation pretty much as drag strip. Roll over 90-degree bend at the knee. We did a review on this guy, but I'll do it again. Ankle rock. Ankle rock. Full 360. Wings. And goes out that far. 90-degree bend. And arm swivel up and down. And turn of the head and side to side. And there you go. So closer. So let's get closer here. And we will transform him into his car form. So, open this up, take this out, fold this panel up, fold this, actually don't fold that down yet. Take the legs, put them together. And just get it all well put together. And fold the heels in, put those up. And then let's focus on the front of the car. Put this down. Take these. Basically just fold them in. Up, in, and up. First fold that down, then up, then in. If you didn't do it right, it won't go in right. So basically kind of work this shoulder piece down. It's supposed to have the hole out. So fold this out and do that. And there you go. And then just fold these legs in. And then they go on the car for Blue Streak. So that's Blue Streak's car form. Really good, rolls well, and I like it. Sports car. Next car. Well, next person. Next person we have on our list, Red Alert. Red Alert is very simple, but he has shoulder articulation, bicep, does not have any hand articulation, way over 90 degree bend at the knee, and ankle rock, and torso movement. To transform him, fold this up, fold that down, take the panels in the inside, fold them out, fold these hands in, then fold everything into a good formation. And just do that. Then you can put those down safe and sound. Then to the legs, open up the cavities here. Then fold the feet in. Then fold again in. And do a torso movement. Open the panels up again just because we will need those. And push these in. And just get everything lined up. Put those down and put those in. Didn't do it right, won't do it. So there you go. And there you go for Red Alert, guys. Red Alert is really nice. I like his little car form. Really good. Oh. But that is Red Alert. Last but not least, we have Wheeljack. Wheeljack is the Cybertronian version from the Bumblebee movie. This will be the most difficult Transformer to transform out of the other three, so to speak. So, to transform Wheeljack, we will need to open this up and open the panel that's on the inside out. Very common with Studio Series. Then take this headpiece, fold it all the way back. Then you want to fold in these pieces in and basically work these wheels on the outside. And basically what you want to do in here is fold it into like pretty much like this. Just fold that hand in like that. Basically, this is what you will want. So basically, doing that same thing over to this side, just folding it in. Then, just peg him in. It's a spoiler, roughly. Then we will go to his legs. We will open this out of the way and make that straight. And might as well peg it. We'll put it over here. Then move this wheel piece over here. Then move the foot. Actually, move that wheel piece back. Then you will want to rotate this up. Then put the wheel piece back. Then put the foot forward. Then you will want to put Wheeljack's head out of the way. Just somewhere there. Just so it's out of the way and out of sight. But then you will want to rotate that. Then you'll be able to put Wheeljack's head in very much more smoothly. But so then we'll go over to here. Rotate this up. Then we will put this over here. Then we will actually reverse again. But turn this and put this back down. Put that in, put the wheel, his foot down. Then you want to peg in these areas and put his head in. Then line everything up into place. His head, just shove it in there. And his hands just go into this compartment, making the spoiler. Then you put this configuration down and end to make this area flush. Might be another pen on here. There's not. So just kind of move it in there until it clicks, pretty much. Oh, there it is. There's that click. And there's Wheeljack in his car form. We have basically everybody into their combiner positions. So, I don't know about you, but I think it's time for Menasor to combine without falling on all the other guys. Stunticons, combine! Alrighty, so to form Menasor, it is simple. You guys will do it probably faster than I will because I'm filming. But so anyway, flip the big guy around. I have these guns here because they will go into these cavities. One into this peg hole to close up the panels because they are spring loaded, and I found these are the only things that will close these things up but also have enough resistance to keep them closed. And then once I can get this done, let me get that in. Okay, now basically just throw these onto there. Just plop them on. Boom. And then on this other side, Blue Streak has holes right there. Basically just put them on. Okay. There you go. Those are the leg pieces. I will get him set down. And then we will go on to the arm pieces. Okay, so the final parts of making Menasor complete. So you got to get his arms here into configuration. Basically pull and pull again, just releasing the joints and everything. And then that's literally that. I did put these on backwards, so just take them off. Just put them back on where they're supposed to go. You have to have these on right or it just won't work. But so we have to have this actually back because drag strip needs this unmolded. But to this one we do that because Red Alert does not need the bending and everything of the arm to actually combine. So what I do, sorry, his wing came off. I take Red Alert wherever he went. And I take this, and I take his arm, and I basically, it's actually the other arm. Oh man, I'm kind of screwing this up. It's kind of hard to figure out what arm goes to what and where it goes to where sometimes. But so take this out. His arm basically turns around, and that peg will go into there, and the joint will fold it into place. So that is one arm. Now Dragstrip is very intricate on his transformation. You basically slap him on, but then you fold it out and forming it into the arm. Dragstrip is a lot more complete with his stuff. On where the other arm, it looks kind of skinny, but it looks really fully well done. So now with the weapons. So if we take Dragstrip's holes on his vehicle form, we put this on. I like to make this basically an enlarged fusion cannon. And there's that. So, there's that. This wing, be careful guys, it loves to come off the transformer. But there's that. Now we will take this gun, put it into this hand, and this sword will go perfectly into this hand. And there you guys have Menasor complete and full as one combiner with all the transformations. And there you go. We'll do 360. Those are the legs. There you go. That is Menasor complete. Menasor and Voltron are amazing figures. Compared to them side by side, we have a big size difference actually. Voltron is bigger than Menasor. In the actual story canon, yeah, Voltron will be able just to stomp on Menasor and be like, hey, I killed you, you're dead. Yeah, it's canon. I don't like it because I'm a big fan of Transformers, but you know what? It is what it is, and we keep it a day. But that is our collab with Voltron and Menasor. I love these figures to death. And you know what? My money was well spent. I gave you guys a really well review. But you know what, everybody? This is your boy TRM Plays with an amazing review. I hope you guys withdrew and came to this point. Thank you guys for everything. And this is your boy TRM Plays signing off on the Warriors of a Decade. Peace out.
Soundwave acknowledges.